So welcome back from the Shriram Capital strategic timeout. 66 for the loss of 3 wickets are the Eagle Nashik Titans after being put into bat by the Solapur Royals. The Royals had a royal start, 28 for 3. At one point of time, the Eagle Nashik Titans the Royals were bowling really well. But this partnership now steadying the ship for the Eagle Nashik Titans with 38 runs and 31 balls.
Yes, and that last over, if that hadn't been that misfield which went for 4, again it would have been a very tight over. It went for 7, should have probably been only 3. And that is just showing you that the run rate is dropping after every over. You actually want the opposite. You want the run rate to just creep along and get up there. A look of the trophy, the prize for which everyone's playing for, notwithstanding the check that will come with it, but the trophy is the visible symbol of it. And it's really wonderful to see some of these states building these leagues, which then throws out people who then get picked up into the, it's almost like a feeder system into the IPL, and we all know where the IPL is taking people today, giving them the opportunity to wear national colors. If they're really talented, go in and play in the ultimate form of the game, at least in my book, which is Test match cricket. But it does take a change. 4 overs is all you bowl in a T20 game. In a Test match, you could end up bowling 40.
Absolutely, and that's why it's a real test of so many things. But we resume after the timeout. 66 for 3. Kaushal Tambe to face Prathamesh. Also the off stump, nicely driven. What a start this is. A square drive on the bounce for a boundary.
Yes, he certainly got into that. He got hold of it and threw the kitchen sink at it. Just one bounce flat over the backward point area. Absolutely blazed that through the offside. This reminds me of a shot that I saw as a kid in the old Nehru Stadium in Pune. It was Ian Botham. It was short, it was wide, he hit it. I don't think it went more than about 2.5, 3 feet off the ground. Went straight like an arrow into the point boundary on the full for a 6, and then ricocheted back about halfway into the ground.
That must have been some shot, Prakash, because the way you described it, it must have just flown by. Came off the bat of Ian Botham.
Yeah, fantastic. Some great innings as a kid at the Nehru Stadium in town, as it was before this beautiful stadium was built in Gahunze. And one of those innings that I remember very distinctly is that of Geoffrey Boycott, who actually said after the game that he'd love to roll up the pitch and just carry it with him wherever he went.
Wonderful stories here coming up to us from Prakash Wakankar, telling us about Ian Botham, about Geoffrey Boycott. Nicely played. Siddesh Veer, whenever he's got the ball on his pads, he's flicked it and played really well.
Yes, again, I think it comes naturally to subcontinental players, Indian players as well. The wrists come into play, the supple. And I think it's important that at least this form of the cricket continues, because I suspect that we're not seeing enough domestic cricket of a high level, so that when they step up into the real firmament, then the gap can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming.
It definitely can. It's all about the way you manage and handle pressure. Nicely bowled and nicely played as well, with a straight bat towards long on by Kaushal Tambe for a single.
This is a good partnership that's really built. You said that the fall of the 3rd wicket, it looked like they might struggle, and thereafter these two have really batted well to try and stem the loss of wickets and just keep the scoreboard ticking along. I suspect this is the stage at which they'll start thinking what sort of a target they want to go for and plan their innings from here on in.
Projected score tells us 151 at a current run rate of 7.55. Siddesh Veer comes down the wicket, punches it nicely, but the mid-on fielder will cut it inside the 30-yard circle. Just a single added.
Yes, I think it was well bowled. He fired it into the block hole. So even though Siddesh did come down the wicket looking to get some elevation, it simply wasn't possible. Single was all he could get.
The last ball coming up of the 10th over. We're reaching exactly the halfway stage. The crowd slowly but surely building up here at the MCA International Stadium in Kahunze in Pune. Wonderful ground, a lush green outfield, some top-class cricket that we have seen outside the off stump and given a wide. So one more run added to the tally takes the score to 75. So you'll have to reload that.
Erring in his direction there, just missing the radar as they call it, and he'll have to come back and bowl it again. I think by the time the sun goes down and the second game comes up, there'll be a lot more people here. As you rightly said, that just adds so much to the atmosphere.
Last ball of the 10th over, that's again down the leg side. So two back-to-back wides.
Yes, some exercise for the umpire there, having to spread his hands wide on 2 consecutive occasions. And the close-up of the crowd, they're enjoying it, enjoying their cricket. And sometimes we saw, I think it was yesterday's game, wasn't it, where the team bowled actually 8 or 9 wide balls, which meant that they bowled a little over and over in the game extra, and that allowed the batters to come back strongly and get those runs.
So important to not give away those extras, but the over comes to an end exactly at the halfway stage. Eagle Nashik Titans are 76 for 3.
Once again to Sri Capital, Maharashtra Premier.
Siddeshwar and Kushal Tambe playing really well. The run rate is 7.6. So they build up an inning nicely. They lost 3 wickets in power play. But these 2 youngsters are very talented youngsters. The left and right hand combination is really working for Nashik Titans.
Indeed it is. Sunil to Siddesh, just taps it on the leg side, calls for a quick single, easily completes it. This period in between post 9 overs to 16 overs is considered as the most crucial period in the T20 format, isn't it, Kiran?
Absolutely, they lost 3 wickets, so they need to build this nice partnership going. And once the wickets in hand, last 5 overs, they go bang bang. If they can score 50 or 55 runs in 5 overs, that will give them 160, 170 total. You know, beautifully played that shot on back foot by Kushal Tambe at deep point, looking for 2. Easily taken 2 runs by Kushal Tambe. He's batting really well, Kushal Tambe. Very young, talented, plays for. He's a part of Kings 11 Punjab and played India under 19. Both these guys, Siddeshwar was under 23 captain of Maharashtra.
Absolutely. And those couple of runs bring up the 50 partnership between Siddesh and Kushal. 51 of 39 balls, playing a very important role, these 2 guys for the team. They're playing important innings considering the side, and by the time I says that, they have just lost a wicket in the form of a caught behind. What a good ball. What a time to lose a wicket for the Eagle Nashik Titans.
A big wicket, the partnership was on, and Kushal Tambe got caught behind there. Very well bowled by Sunil Yadav, very experienced bowler. He's one of the senior players in this tournament. And Nishant More picked up a brilliant catch close to the body at Kushal Tambe, trying to cut that ball, and nicely taken by More. Excellent wicket, big breakthrough for Kushal Tambe, 28 out, 179 for 4.
What a time to lose a wicket for Eagle Nashik Titans.
Royals fans are really, helping their team, pushing them hard, shouting from the stadium. Full toss ball, yeah. There was a chance to hit that ball through the covers. Didn't time it much. Sunil Yadav is a very experienced bowler.
Absolutely, and he's picked up a wicket for his team at a very crucial time. Hits it again on the offside, doesn't find the gap, yet to get off the mark. Back-to-back dot deliveries. 79 runs on the scoreboard, 4 wickets down, the Eagle Nashik Titans. Solapur Royals. Hits it again on the offside. There is a cover. Will just get a single, gets off the mark with that single. After 11 overs, it's 80 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. Sriram Capital Maharashtra Premier League 2023. This is Vishal Patil along with Kiran More. Day 4 of this tournament, played at this beautiful premises of Maharashtra Cricket Association in Gahunje. I'll be talking new bowler introduced Vicky Otswal.
Vicky has bowled 2 overs in power play, bowled superbly, picked up a wicket and put a lot of pressure on Rahul Tripathi. That's how he got run out as well. He's a very young, talented left-arm spinner, all-rounder. Plays for Delhi Capital. Bowls a good line.
Rapid one. The keeper missed it. The ball is running towards the boundary line. We'll get a couple of runs. I guess he got some bat on that one. Just got an important update. We just learned that it's been only 2 extras have been given by the Solapur Royals till now in this innings, which means they're bowling exceptionally well. Not giving too many extras is always a pleasing sight for even the bowling coach.
Bowling line and length is very important in T20 format. According to field, you have to bowl and match up. Those are the areas we need to work on it. That's what the video analysis come into play, and the coach, especially the bowling coach, gives them the game plan. That's Vicky Otswal is doing that. He's got a short third point, short extra cover, dip cover, and long off, and short fine. He's bowling to account with that line and length.
Another well bowled, equally well played, giving full respect to that good ball, Mandar. He's not giving any room to the batsman, keeping it very simple, stump to stump, accurate line and length, which is not easy for any good batsman to go after that ball, isn't it, Kiran?
Yes, he's bowled 2.4. He's just given away 8 runs, picked up 1 wicket. Tall, lanky Vicky Otswal. It's not giving any room to the batter, bowling that 8-meter, 7-meter length. And he's tall, he's getting extra bounce as well. And Solapur Royals are making use of that toss. They won the toss, elected to field, and picked up 4 wickets. And they bowled superbly in power play. And the huge wicket was Rahul Tripathi, who got run out.
Indeed. Rahul Tripathi, who's the icon player for the Eagle Nashik Titans, could not perform in the first 2 games now. But it's all upon these 2 guys, Siddesh and Mandar. They need to put on a good partnership. Tries to cut the ball, doesn't connect the way he would have liked it. But will get a single to end the over. After 12 overs, 84 for the loss of 4 wickets. Sri Ram Capital Maharashtra Premier League. Day 4 of this tournament. Eagle Nashik Titans playing against the Solapur Royals. Eagle Nashik Titans at the moment, after 12 overs, it's 84 for the loss of 4 wickets. Last 8 overs left of this innings. What's your prediction, Kiran? How much would they look to score in?
155, 160 will be a good total on this wicket. Ball is not coming on that bat that well, but if you bowl at that heavy length, ball is not coming on the bat, but it's a good wicket. I think wicket will play better and better. But one hand is outstanding, when especially where we are talking from that hand is very good. There's a lot of grass cover on it. But both the bowlers are bowling well. You know, Sunil Yadav and Vicky Otswal. Vicky Otswal has just given away 10 runs. And Sunil is bowling his third over. It's just given away 12 runs. Picked up wicket. Both of these guys are putting a lot of pressure on the batters.
In the air! An appeal for caught behind. Ishant Mori and the bowler was interested, and so were a couple of fielders. The umpire was not interested at all. I think it hit the pads of the batsman.
Can I have a look there? It came off the glove or off the pad? It looks like off the glove for me. And Sunil Yadav was excited there. And I thought that umpire had different ideas.
Toss the ball, hits it on the offside. The long off fielder in action, but just a single. This is actually sensible batting at the moment by both these players. They know that they've lost a lot of wickets. They need to put on a big partnership, but it'll all depend on the strike rate which they play along with.
Yes, they have to build a good partnership, at least 20 runs, 30 runs partnership. And even last 4 overs, they can get about 40 runs. That'll be good for them. Very well bowled there. Googly, around the wicket, Googly to Siddeshveer, trying to hit that big shot. Sunil is very experienced bowler, plays a lot of domestic cricket.
Goes for a big shot, that's in the air. Couple of fielders lined up, and he's made a mess of that one. Could not hold on to that catch. Ideally, the long off fielder should have taken this, isn't it, Kiran?
A very well flighted delivery there. Googly again by Sunil. Excellent bowling there. Trying to go for a big shot here. Siddeshveer looking for runs. And that was a setter. That catch should have been taken. The 5th wicket would have gone there. But the wind, there's a wind on the ground as well. It's blowing from west to east. That also taken away that ball away from the fielder slightly. It's not easy to judge those catches.
Hits it again on the offside. There is a fielder. Another single to end the over. After 13 overs, 88 for the loss of 4 wickets. Overs, 88 for the loss of 4 wickets. They're going with a run rate of 6.77. Solapur Royals are dominating at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised if they try and pick up another couple of wickets. It'll be really good one for them. Plays it on the leg side. Couple of runs. An interesting fact, the last boundary came 25 balls ago, which means they will definitely need a couple of big hits just to try and get the momentum. At the moment, the momentum looks totally towards the Solapur Royals.
Yep, Solapur Royals are giving line and length very nicely there. They're bowling in good areas, and they have a lot of left-arm spinners here, and spinners, quality spinners. And Satyajit Bachao, again, he's a experienced bowler who plays for Maharashtra regularly. He's a think tank for Maharashtra team as well. So he's captaining the side, bowling well, and he's got a good field placement as well.
Another good ball, plays it on the offside. Another single. Siddesh and Mandar trying to build up a partnership over here for the Eagle Nashik Titans. Satyajit, like you mentioned, is one of the senior most members of the Maharashtra Ranji team. He's been playing for quite some time for the Maharashtra Ranji team. He's the captain and the icon player for the Solapur Royals. Satyajit to Siddesh. Goes for a shot on the offside. Long off fielder. Another single. They've been excellent. They've been on their toes, the Solapur Royals.
Yes, they've been bowling well. That's the main thing, that if you bowl well, then fielders are backing them. But the last over, the catch was dropped. That was the only blunder they have made so far. But so far, they have bowled superbly. And they fielded very well. They picked up Rahul Tripathi, run out, and taken the other catches. More has really kept well. He's a key player for them. Played it very fine-legged. Definitely get 3 here. And they should get 3 here.
Pranay, the fielder at short fine leg, does good work to stop the boundary for the team. Saves a single for the team. 3 more runs added to the score. Siddesh and Mandar over here. Siddesh is playing on 25 of 21. And Mandar is playing in 9 of 14 balls. Satyajit to Siddesh. Taps it again on the offside. Calls for a quick single to end the over. After 14 overs, it's 96 for the loss of 4 wickets. Welcome back once again after this Shriram Capital strategic timeout. 14 overs, 96 for 4, Eagle Nashik Titans. We've always seen something or the other happening after the strategic timeout. Kiran. What do you expect?
I expect a wicket here now by Sunil. Again, he's going to bowl round the wicket. He's going to bowl googly. And to clear a typical boundary for Siddesh Veer is going to be difficult. He's not a strong hitter of ball. But Sunil is going to bowl his googlies only to Siddesh Veer. That's how the fielding yesterday lined up. Long off, dip cover, point, and short third and extra cover.
It'll be an interesting battle. Plays it on the leg side, running the first one hard. Not interested in the second one, Mandar. There have just been a couple of boundaries in the middle overs. Nothing more than that. They're bowling an immaculate line in length, not giving away easy runs to the batsmen, which is the key for the bowling team. That's the Solapur Royals. Sunil, especially, like Kiran just mentioned, he's been bowling exceptionally well for his team. Just conceded 16 runs till now. Another good ball. Rocked on the back foot, punched it towards the offside. Another dot ball.
Excellent bowling by Sunil. Bowling on right on the money. Middle stump, leg stump line. Looking for a big shot here, Mandar. Did not connect it. Lost the shape of his balance. Trying to hit that shot. And Sunil is bowling a good length. He knows what the bat is going to look for. And he's bowling round the wicket again to Veer. I think he's going to bowl a googly here now.
Goes for a big shot in the air. Long off fielder in action. And that's another wicket. You predicted just before the over started that you were expecting a wicket. And here we go. Solapur Royals are riding very high over here, considering they've lost 5 wickets till now with just 98 runs on the scoreboard.
Siddesh Veer was looking for a big shot. The last over also he was dropped. Again, googly and mistimed it. Went to long off. Easy catch. The big wicket for Solapur Royals here. Siddesh Veer is back to the pavilion. 98 for 5.
Andraj Shinde, the new batsman who walks in. I remember him playing really good innings in the first match of Eagle Nashik Titans earlier. Scored 35 crucial runs for his team. It'll be interesting to watch the new role which has been given over here in this match. How does he perform in this one, especially when his side needs him badly?
Nashik Titans need some runs on the board. And 98 for 5, 14.4 overs gone. Sunil Yadav is bowling superbly. He knows all the batters here. He's played a lot of cricket in Maharashtra. And he's got loads of experience. And probably this ball will be a googly. Looks like he's got an excellent control on his googly. And
it'll be an interesting contest. Sunil to Dhanraj, hits it on the offside, gets off the mark with a single. Dhanraj Shinde had a strike rate of 200, and he had also connected 3 big hits for his side in the first game earlier. With that single now, the score moves on to 99 for the loss of 5 wickets. Last ball of the 15th over coming up. Goes for a reverse sweep, connects. He's cleared the 30-yard circle all right. It's going towards the boundary line. Not really sure if that's a boundary. The umpires is just checking in if it's a boundary. Would be interesting to watch the replays again. He's done brilliant work He's done brilliant work till now. He's pulled the ball back inside without any part of his body touching the boundary rope. Excellent fielding, I would say. After 15 overs, 101 for the loss of 5 wickets.
So 101 for 5 at the end of 15 overs are the Eagle Nashik Titans. An update coming in. That's the fewest boundaries in the middle overs in the MPL 2023 has been today. Mid overs being 7 to 15. Only 2 boundaries have been scored. 5 wickets lost. Now it's time for the last 5 overs, the death overs. Can the Eagle Nashik Titans capitalize and make the most now? All eyes on Mandar and Dhanraj to accelerate. Satyajit Bachao. They're scoring only at 6.6 runs an over. The left-arm spinner from the pavilion end. Again, nicely tossed up, offering the full face of the bat. Changing the com box, I'm Chaitanya Sant. Let's welcome Prakash Wakankar.
Hi Chaitanya, good afternoon. The innings hasn't really taken off, has it? Run rate just shy of 7th, and they've lost 5 wickets.
Tossed up, looking for the big hit. Fielder at long on, a little far away from him. And that is the need of the hour. It's been long time since the boundary was scored. 39 balls ago the last boundary was scored. And finally there comes 4 runs.
Yes, a good shot that got underneath it, got the elevation and the distance. And I think intelligently placed, as you said, far to the right of the man at wideish long on, even though he made a brave effort. In the end, couldn't get anywhere near it.
High time, they got a boundary. 105 now. Left arm spinner, how will he react? Again tossed up, but this time straight to the fielder in the 30-yard circle. Looking to go over the fielders, but 3 fielders on the leg side outside. And the 2 on the off are the sweeper cover and a long off. All eyes now on Dhanraj. 5 of 5. You know his big hitting capabilities. He's done that before. Going for the big hit. Has he connected that well? Fielders aren't moving. That means the ball is going only in one direction. Over the boundary line. 6 runs.
Reached for it, got underneath it, got enough of bat on it, and launched it over the side screen at the opposite end, the far end. And his teammates in the dugout next to where the ball landed must have had a good look at that as it sailed into that area. So terrific. Nelson on the board. If the late umpire Shepherd had been around, he would have been shifting from one leg to another to not have both feet on the ground.
Just the second 6 of the innings. This time drags it. Again, expecting perhaps the batter to make use of his feet there. Dragging this down the leg side. Good take by the keeper. But that'll be another extra being added to the tally. They're scoring at 7.07. Projected score right now is 141. Last ball down the leg side, straight to the fielder at short fine. 16 overs, 112 for 5.
MPL, 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 MPL.
And one just came from the bat of Dhanraj. Looks like it's going to be Vicky Ostwal again. Yes, star player. Let's see what he can deliver now. Satyajit Bachao has ended his spell. 4 overs, none for 33. Vicky Ostwal. On strike is Mandar. Batting on 15 of 18. Striking at less than 100 of a strike rate. 3 fielders on the leg side. Outside the 30-yard. Short ball straight to the fielder at sweeper covers. No, a little to his right. And that means there'll be 2 runs.
Getting a move on now. That last over yielded 11. So the run rate is an even 7 at the moment with about just under 4 overs to go. The Titans will want to try and find a way of getting about 45 runs if they are to make it into a competitive total.
Making room for himself, looking for that gap, but the sweeper cover there again will do the job. Is looking to get it played a little more finer by giving himself some room. Another single.
Change in the field, in fact in the personnel in the field, not necessarily the position. Man running across from short third out towards sweeper cover, and that gives you a sense that Vicky Ostwal's probably going to try and keep it there. 2 men behind the bat on the right side of the edge of the circle, short third and a short backward, sweeper cover as well, extra cover, long off also in place, strong offside field as you would expect. Good ball, wide of the crease, fired it in, gave the batter no room at all. Intelligent bowling.
Left arm spinner coming in the 17th over. That's what you call experience. Vicky Ostwal, 3.5 overs bowled, 1 for 13 are his figures. Just 3 runs considered of the first 3 balls. Let's see how he ends it. A little outside the off stump, goes for the big hit. Oh, the fielder at backward point. The fielder at sweeper covers, has tried his best. Doesn't look like he stopped it, but I'm sure the umpire will have a look at that again with the help of the TV umpire.
Yeah, difficult to say from here, Chaitanya, whether the batter actually opened the face or got just a thick outside edge. Nevertheless, he's got some runs, and the umpires are pretty confident that here's the replay to tell us. Brave effort, very good effort. Wait a minute, he's probably done it. He's probably saved a couple of runs at least for his team. Absolutely outstanding effort. Full length dive, total commitment, pushed the ball back, was not in touch with the cushions when the ball made contact. So that's outstanding fielding.
That's Prathamesh Gowde. First looked like it would be 4 runs, but it was good work by Prathamesh, and this time it's a wide ball. Vicky is a little unhappy with that.
Yes, throws his head back, looks heavenwards. It was close, and I don't have a problem with that. As long as the umpires are consistent, that's fine.
Again, dragged in a little short, straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. So good over this. 6 runs conceded. And Dhanraj scored 13 of 10, 118 for 5. Now last ball of the 17th over and last ball of the spell for Vicky Ostwal. He's given away 16 runs, only 16 runs. Picked up a crucial wicket. Let's see how he finishes his spell. He'll finish it off by conceding a boundary to end the 17th over, 122 for 5. Yes, we'll have a look at that again. The last ball of the last over wasn't pitched full, but yes, Mandar was ready to load on that one in the region of the extra long off. Gap there, difficult to pierce that gap though. And he's got that all-important boundary, gets the applause from the dugout of the Eagle Nashik Titans. 17 overs, 122 for 5. This partnership now for the 6th wicket is 24 of just 14 deliveries. So silently they are stitching a partnership here, but the contribution has only been 5 from Mandar, but 17 from Dhanraj.
Doesn't really matter as long as the side is happy, isn't it, Chaitanya? They need to get a move on here. You just get the feeling that anything below 160, 165 may or may not be enough. Remember, they scored 196, did the Titans in their first game. Then the rain reduced target, and they just about managed to hold off the chase and win their first game. They'll want to get a second win. No team has won 2 games so far. Last night's game was very, very close, as everyone knows, and Ankit Bhavne made it for the Tuskers in the end.
Bowling change, Pranay, the medium pacer, first ball, fielder at long off. It does not carry to him. Because again, the intentions are clear now. Mandar looking for the big hit. He'll just get a run now.
Yes, looking to hit the block hole, as you would expect. And really, it is a terrific skill for anyone who can master it. You will make the odd mistake, Chaitanya, but that is okay, because practicing that skill day in and day out is what will allow you then to be able to execute in real match situations, which is what this is now.
We have a good crowd gathering as well on the Super Sunday, expecting some more in the evening. With the superstar here, Ruturaj Gaikwad will be in action. Again, pitched up, straight to the fielder in the 30-yard. Another single. It's a good start to the 18th over by Pranay. He does not have a lot of pace. That's where the discipline will play a crucial role.
Absolutely. Very, very fair observation. You've got to use your skill, and often it's not raw pace that gets you the results you want, isn't it?
Again, bowled right over there, outside the off stump. The Yorker length is hitting that right.
Very well bowled. I think the batter knows, look at the field, and that telegraphs the intent of the bowler. There's men in the deep in front of the wicket, giving you a sense that he's going to try and hit that block hole. The batter's got to try and do something slightly different, because only 2 runs have come off the first 3 balls of the 18th over. It's not what you want as a batting team.
Full toss, missed his length. Fielder straight to him. There's a low full toss. Mandar unable to connect, and Pranay gets the well-deserved wicket.
Yes, that went with the wind but didn't carry, and that tells you that it wasn't timed as well as he would have liked to, and they've lost their 6th wicket, have the Titans.
Let's have a look at that again. It was a full toss, perhaps did not connect well. The bat just turning in his hand, and the fielder at deep mid-wicket with a nice Aussie style takes the catch. That's more important. And Pranay, after bowling some brilliant deliveries, first 3 on his 4th ball, gets the all-important wicket. And Mandar will have to walk back. We'll have a look at that again quickly. But the Eagle Nashik Titans now are 124 for 6. Mandar, the last batter to get out. There's a partnership of 26 between Dhanraj and Mandar before Mandar was held out to the fielder at deep mid-wicket. 124 for 6 now, 17.4 overs. Pranay picks up a wicket, and looks like there's still okay, we might have a change in the field now. The third man and fine leg have been pushed behind. There's a deep mid-wicket. There's a long on. Mid-off is in the 30-yard. For the new batter coming in. The Royals, Solapur Royals, won the toss, decided to chase. They've done a fabulous job so far, restricting the Eagle Nashik Titans at 124 for 6, 17.4 overs. Again in the block hole. Top class this.
Yes, I don't think he's really missed anything except for that wicket-taking ball, which turned out to be a full toss, but it was dipping, and that's probably the reason Mandar, the batsman who got out, couldn't get the elevation and the timing he wanted. This has been a very, very good over. 4 balls bowled, 2 runs conceded, and a wicket. Just look at the discipline, I think is the word you use, Chaitanya, and that is coming through clearly, that he's looking for the block hole, and more often than not, he's achieving this goal as well.
I'm sure Pranay will be bowling the last over as well. Brilliant stuff this. Another full toss, but you could have stopped that one and would have been a fabulous over. But still just 3 runs considered and a wicket taken at the end of 18 overs. 125 for 6.
खुशाल निर्वो चेंडू खड़ी चिपाती कृष्णा भीमानी
125 for 6 at the end of 18 overs at the Eagle Nashik Titans. 12 boundaries, 2 big hits, 44 dot balls in those 18 overs. Now these two last overs are going to be crucial. Pranay will be bowling the 20th over again. He's considered 26 and picked up 2 wickets in his 3 overs. They're scoring at 6.94. Projected score 138 might not be enough on this wicket against the Solapur Royals.
Lots of changes in the field. Now everything looks set for over number 19 of this 5th game in the Maharashtra Premier League, the Sri Ram Capital Maharashtra Premier League, and that is what we're all here to watch and tell you about.
Takes the outside. Third man, will he be reaching? Just wait for confirmation. It looks like he's stopped a certain boundary there, but sure the umpire will have a look at that again.
I think that was a terrific stop, if it is indeed a great stop, because he dived full length again. And just from memory here, these Solapur Royals really turning it on in the field. We've seen some brilliant saves. I make it at least 8 or 10 runs that they've saved just through efforts in the field. Now, whether this worked or not, we don't know. No, just ricocheting off his hand. There was not any lack of effort, but the end result is a boundary to the batter and to the Titans. Very welcome boundary for them.
Taking the outside edge, Asha gets his first boundary. Again looking to swing as he connected well. Sweet sound of the bat and goes just beyond the boundary cushion. 6 runs.
This is a terrific start. 10 runs of the first 2 balls, and that has put the pressure right back on the bowling side. And it's going to take some effort from Sanket to pull this over back. Otherwise, this could turn out to be the pivotal over that propels the Titans to a match-winning total.
He's ready to hit it nice and long with his grip as well, holding the bat right at the end. And that's where he's getting the elevation. A different technique. Now look at that again, pitched up, this time straight to the field at point. That'll just be a run, but because of Ashay now, they have reached 136. Remember the lowest first innings score in the Sri Ram Capital MPL is 144 for 7 that was scored by the Kolhapur Tuskers. And as of now, it looks like the Eagle Nashik Titans should go beyond the 145 mark.
That's the least they'll want, Chaitanya. They'll want to still gun for that 150, 160. And as we've seen so often, it's just a couple of big hits, one good over, and the whole complexion can change.
Sanket, 2.5 overs, is considered 27 runs. Rahul Tripathi a little upset the way he lost his wicket. In the block hole, looking the face of the bat, the short third man and backward point. The deep backward point fielder comes in looking for the second run, which should never have happened. A good throw, and the second run would not have been completed.
Yes, just a little bit of laxity, but there was some distance to be covered for the fielder coming in from the boundary as well. But good positive running by Dhanraj. He knows he's got to do the job. He's the one on strike. Comes back for the second, and that was good running. 13 runs have come off the over. Can Sanket keep it tight? His first 2 balls went for 10. The next 2 have gone only for 3. That's what he'll want to do.
Pitched up, hit straight.
Oh,
the
terrific.
fielder at long on, no chance.
Terrific shot. Absolutely brilliant. The umpire was the only obstacle, and I'm glad that he wasn't in the way, because that could have been quite catastrophic. But lovely, lovely shot. Straight back, full face of the bat. Not trying to do anything dramatic, not trying to muscle it, just timing it, Chaitanya. And the result was there. The bottom hand, the strong bottom hand, propelling the ball towards the side screen.
It's firmly connected. 142 now. 17 runs conceded in this over. 17 runs scored in this over. The other perspective for the Eagle Nashik Titans. So now they're scoring at 7.5. 150 run mark, well within reach. Is 160 also happening? This is the costliest over in this match so far. Let's see how it ends. Ends with 23!
This is quite interesting. 3 or 4 times during the tournament so far, we've seen the batter turn round to square leg and ask the umpire, almost plead to the umpire, if there was a no ball for height or not.
Yes, 19th over, the most expensive. 23 runs. And the last ball was a full toss. Offered, accepted, and sent on its way over the deep mid-wicket boundary. 6 runs, and now it's going to be Pranay again. The star bowler pulled a fabulous 18th over of the innings. In the block hole, nicely bowled there, straight to the fielder at mid-off. Just a single.
Looks like Pranav has a sort of a homing device which ensures that the ball is landing right in the block hole. It's just the 7th ball that in succession, and one of those is the one that was a low full toss. Otherwise, everything has been landing exactly where he wanted it. Now, will the batter try and do something different? Will they can't stand outside the crease? Will they get inside, look for the paddles, look for the scoop, do something different? Otherwise, they're just allowing Pranav to bowl where he wants.
Yes, absolutely right, because we have the third man and the fine leg who are in the 30-yard. So for the Yorker length is Dhanraj looking for the scoop. The last over was the costliest over in the entire Shriram Capital Maharashtra Premier League, conceding 23 runs. Let's see what Dhanraj does. Exactly the same attempt there, Prakash, but just not able to get the connection.
Now, but very well bowled by Pranav. I think he was aware. He knew that's what the batter was going to do. And he fired that in about 6th stump and not allowing the batter the opportunity to go and play that scoop on the onside. It was almost like with third man square, the batter might have been better advised to just try and glide it towards the finer third man. Very good bowling indeed.
Big back left, but again, straight in the block hole. The radar is perfect there. Oh, there's a misfield. No, you cannot do that. All the effort being put in by the bowler. And has it gone across and reached the boundary line? Doesn't look like.
More importantly, the two batters, I think, were just ball gazing. They could have got another run here. Both of them just kept looking at the ball instead of charging down the wicket and getting another run. The umpire's checking. Here's the replay, which will tell us what happened. He's done a good job. Good recovery, if you want to call it that.
Prathamesh Gowde again. So he saved a boundary on the previous occasion. Again, he saves a few runs for his team. In the block hole, there is nothing much you can do about that. This time the fielder does well, return to the far end to the keeper. That'll be 2 runs. Last over of the innings. First 4 deliveries and only 5 runs conceded.
It's been a very good over. And remember, those 5 also include that misfield. So he's done a tremendous job. The two batters having a chat now. I wonder what they'll be talking. I think the discussion will be simple. Can we find a way to get it over the fence here? They need a couple of lusty blows in these last 2 balls if they want to get past 160.
Cross the 150 mark. Yes, full toss, missing the mark, and this time the full toss again being sent over the square leg boundary. 6 runs, another 6 for Dhanraj.
Yes, so Dhanraj is playing an absolute blinder here. He's up to 40 of 19, and that is 3 4s and 3 6s in that innings of his so far. Clear indication he's the one who's given that late momentum.
Just 19 balls, 40 runs, scoring at 210 to strike rate.
Yeah, and sitting deep in his crease, which is allowing him to do that. And as you pointed out earlier, very strong bottom hand, allowing him to get the elevation when he can. What will the last ball bring, Chaitanya?
Coming around the wicket for the right-hander in the block hole, getting the radar right this time to the fielder at long on, and that'll be 2 runs. So that's 13 runs of the last over, and ending and giving away a wicket as well. So that's going to be 159 for 7.
Yes, but 36 runs by my logic or calculation, coming off the last 2 overs. Just the kind of ending momentum the Titans needed. So they've ended at 161, leaving the Solapur Royals 162